Hey everybody, Chris here. So following last night's drop in the crypto market, we're going to be looking at levels to watch for Dogecoin going forward. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. We were live on Monday night, and we were looking at the support levels of where Dogecoin would trade, hoping it could hold 14 cents. Predicted a drop down to 13.9. But we went lower than that, and we hit a support that we had hit a couple times before. So we'll be looking at that and seeing if that is the bottom for this month for Doge. Things look to start maybe recovering a little bit. What's happening with Bitcoin as well, because we know that's moving the market, and other news that coming forward. So let's go ahead, let's take a closer look. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we'll start here by looking at the Dogecoin chart. And here we are on the 4-hour. We're zoomed out so we can look at the bigger picture of Doge's trading. And we will see that with this retracement that has happened here over the past day and a half, Dogecoin went from about 15.6 down. It touched 12.5 right there, 12.5 this morning. Where have we seen that before? Oh, look, 12.5 back on 5th of March, Tuesday. And then look at that, 12.5 back on Saturday, 2nd of March. We now have a triple bottom. We have hit a triple bottom. So that 12.5 cents seems to be strong support for Dogecoin. So let's go ahead and let's look at what else is going on in the market. Overall, yeah, pretty red. But we do see recovery happening. Phantom up 16, Stacks up 12, Aptos up 9, Celestia down up 8, Sui up 7, Say up 5. So it looks like we're getting these, big more blockchain associated cryptos are moving up. What's going down? Solana. Because Solana just went on the huge run, so a larger retracement, not unexpected. Jupiter, Bonk. So the Solana ecosystem does seem to be going down a bit, happening right now. Doge hanging out, down about 6.3% now over the past 24 hours, kind of middle of the road. So that's not bad for Doge. Large cryptocurrencies drop on Solana, and Dogecoin decreases. Well, I think more Solana was doing the larger impact of the overall crypto market. Solana is now, look at this. Solana, the number 4 cryptocurrency. So doesn't surprise me overall that Solana is now having a bigger impact on the overall market than it used to, with this large $81 billion market cap now for Solana. So Bitcoin price feels FOMC friction. Trader eyes trip to mid-50s. Could we be seeing that? Now, we talked last night on the live stream about FOMC, and my opinion of it is people just get so hyped up about this, and it's just like, you look at the economy in the United States, and they're not going to change interest rates. I've been saying this for months, that it's not going to be till June until we see any price decreases. But what's Jerome Powell going to say? Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to be dove? Cares? It's just not a big deal. People overhype these words and phrases that he uses, and it's just like, no, interest rates are not going to be good. We already know inflation in the United States has actually ticked up just a little bit. They're not going to do anything. It's just like, so people are just looking for excuses for things to go down. But I don't see Bitcoin going down to mid-50s. Look at the Bitcoin chart. We see where mid-50s would be this red line down here. This is 55K. The blue is 58. The drop that we saw on the 5th of March was 59.3. So 59.3 would have been the equivalent of Dogecoin's 12.6 drop. But Bitcoin didn't do that, though. It tailed out here at about, right around here. So that'd be 62.4. So right around 62.4 is what we see there for the local bottom. Didn't come down as low as it did before, unlike Dogecoin, which did see that same bottom. But that was following Dogecoin's run up to 20 cents, which was up higher comparatively than where Bitcoin moved back there on 4th of March. And we were live when that happened. And we were like, oh, is Bitcoin going to hit 69K and break its previous all-time high? And it didn't that night. But Doge at that same time was running up to 20 cents. So it's like a 35% retracement that we had here from Monday to Tuesday. That was a huge drop. Dogecoin has just revisited that same level. So Dogecoin isn't any lower than it was earlier this month. So I don't think that seems to me to be too bad in terms of Dogecoin's price. It dropped a little more percentage-wise than Bitcoin did, but it ran higher previously earlier in the month than Bitcoin. So Doge isn't trading too bad. I mean, it looks kind of bad in the short term, but overall, not too bad. Dogecoin's market outlook, analysts brace for an unexpected 20% dip. Could we see 20% more of a dip? And what would that look like from here? To go down 20% from here would be about 10.6 or so. 10.5 cents, somewhere in there, would be a 20% drop from here. But we're at 13.4 now. So, yeah. Could we see that 20% overall in cryptocurrency? That's not a big deal. But if Bitcoin dropped 20% here, where would that put Bitcoin? We could look at that. To 20% drop would be, well, looky there. It would be right there at that 51K yellow line. That would be 20% here for Bitcoin to drop. So we'll be watching that. We'll be exploring that more when I go live again. My next live stream will be Wednesday at 5 o'clock East Coast time. So tune in, because we talk about these different things. We look at these outlooks, but we also want to see, here's how Dogecoin's price may navigate losing a 50% retracement level. We looked at this article yesterday just shortly, but didn't get into the big detail of the actual chart. And we look at the chart and we look at the, this 20-cent high that we saw, and now we're seeing a lower high. And if Doge then turns around from here and comes up in the next 2 days, it looks like we'd be targeting just around 18 cents on the high would be the next resistance trend line right there. That's what that would be. And for support, well, we hit the 61.8, 12.5 cents. That's exactly what this was for Doge. This was 12.5 cents. That is the 61.8 fib line here. The next fib line down is the 78.6, which is right around 10.5 cents. That's the same thing we just saw, which would be a further 20% drop from here, would be 10.5 cents. That would be the 78.6 fib. So right now we're looking at recovery coming back up. The 50% line is at 14. We saw that on the chart. That's this yellow line. That's 14. So coming back up to that 50% fib line is, again, 14 cents, that yellow line. And we're at 13.4 now, so a recovery happening. That's what we would see. And again, targeting, again, in the next few days, coming back up to 18 cents would be that next resistance, hitting that next resistance line on the downward trend there. So that's what we're looking at. Look, overall, what are you guys doing, right? Meme coin giant Doge falls. Dogecoin investors explore new meme crypto. Are you guys selling your Doge and you're chasing something else? Do you know what had larger fallbacks were the other memes? There's a few new ones that are coming up, and if you want to go gamble on those, okay. But Doge is a different thing, and we know that in the Doge community, what's happening, particularly as I tweeted out this morning. It's like, just imagine what will happen to the price of Dogecoin when Tesla announces it is accepting Doge for a Tesla car. Again, following up from our discussion yesterday about Elon talking last week at Giga Berlin about at some point in time accepting Dogecoin for payments for Tesla cars. That's right. That would be huge for Doge. And it's just like, you want to play these games and try and sell Doge now and maybe chase something else and get a bigger gain and then buy back into Doge, or you want to swing trade. Be very careful with that. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do say what I'm doing. We DCA'd through the bear market. We've got a big bag and we're waiting now. And we want to wait at least a year, so it's a long-term capital gains when we pay taxes on the big profits we're going to have. We'll talk about more of that. Live stream, 5 o'clock Wednesday. Join. We have a lot of fun with those too. Look also at the CRISPAX DCA portfolio, how we're doing on that, because I'm giving away Dogecoin to you guys. So join in on the fun. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think about these different levels? Where this 12.5 cents, does this really make a lot of sense in terms of a strong support that we have here on the chart? Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.